Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Triple T podcast. Thank you all for joining me today for episode number 3. Before I get started, I have to do my shout outs first to my merch guy, Will at Spring River Tees, who does phenomenal work on t-shirts, hats, hoodies, and much more. He's my go-to guy for all the Triple TV merchandise. And if you want anything done yourself, give him a holler, and I guarantee he'd be more than happy to get it done for you. He's also working on my logo, my new logo for Triple TV. He sent me a rough draft of it. It looks awesome. I can't wait to get the final work that he does in and get it put on my merchandise and as well as my podcast. He's just an awesome guy. Of course, the link to his business and as well as Car Doctor 2 and Judd's Taxidermy will be in the description box below. Corey with Car Doctor 2, man, he literally does everything from tires to oil changes to engine and transmission repair to body work and painting. He's got certified diesel mechanics on hand. He even works on tractors. He literally can fix anything, and I bet he can fix you an apple pie if you ask him to. If your car is having trouble, call Corey, and he'll get you going. He also has a towing service on hand that will come and get your vehicle if it's not running, or if you need him to come pick it up, and drive it to the shop. He'll do that and deliver it back to you. He's a good guy, and he does great work, and I'm proud that he does all my mechanical work and tire work and stuff like that, because he gets me going. So while we're talking about Corey, I also want to say that he's got broadheads on hand. And how does broadheads and mechanics go together? Because the broadheads are mechanical. That's how. He sells them for $5 a piece, and he will ship anywhere within the continental U.S. And I tell you what, I'm going to talk about these broadheads for a second. And I'll talk about them on my vlogs while I'm using them hunting, because I guarantee you I'm going to harvest deer with them. I harvested 2 bucks last year with the same broadhead. They cut big holes. They're the slip cam broadheads. They cut big holes, and blood trail is just outrageous on them. And so I highly recommend these broadheads. So if you need any broadheads or any work done on your vehicle, give Corey with Car Doctor 2 a holler, or give me a holler, and I'll get you in contact with Corey. If you have any questions about any of the broadheads, let me know too, and I'll get him the information that he needs. Last but not least, my good buddy Jeremiah Judd with Judd's Taxidermy. Honestly, he should change the name of it to Judd's Artistry, because that's what he is. The mounts are so good you'll want to shoot him again, or even throw your bait out there after him again. He's that good. They look that real whenever he gets done. I highly recommend everyone to Jeremiah and Corey and Will. They are great at their jobs, at their work, and they're not paying me to say any of this. But of course, all the links are in the description box below. And like I said, tell them that Triple T sent you to get any of that work done. So let's jump on into this podcast and get it going. I doubt it's going to be a very long podcast, but we are a week away from deer season. Like I said, we are 1 week away. I have been out there every few days putting rice bran out and checking my cameras. Had a pretty nice 7-point coming in and a little forked horn come in. Of course, you could tell that the forked horn is a young deer. I had a couple of different opinions on the 7-point, and because he is so much bigger, like his body size is so much bigger than the forked horn. I figured him to be at 3.5 years old, but everybody's that I've talked to said no, he's only 2.5. So I'm going to give him some time to grow, and as bad as it's going to pain me to let that deer pass, I'm going to give him some time to grow. I'm going to do my part in it. I have permission on my buddy's land to hunt a lot of acres, so I can actually go in there and do my part and keep them on the place and let them grow and get to the mature level of age. And used to, I wasn't like that, but you know what? After talking to this guy that I talked to yesterday, and it's not that I don't want to, I'm a big believer in shooting what makes you happy. If it's legal in your state, which is not everywhere in Arkansas, but if it's legal in your state, you can harvest spikes or forked horns like that. If it makes you happy, then harvest it. I ain't going to sit there and down you for making a harvest, because I wouldn't want anybody to do that. And I've actually had somebody do that last year whenever I harvested the first 10 point that I harvested. And I really didn't appreciate that, honestly. But it is what it is, and I eat on that deer. The guy don't buy my hunting license. I don't hunt on his property or nothing like that. So the guy really shouldn't have opened his mouth to me. It really offended me. And if he's still on my Facebook and he listens to my podcast and he watches my videos, I mean, I just don't appreciate, his opinion. I don't value his opinion. Like I said, he don't buy my hunting license. I don't hunt on his property. My buddy says do whatever I want to out there, and I don't do nothing illegal. It was a legal deer for the state of Arkansas. He got my blood pumping. That's why I harvested him. And so it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Whether he was meaning to do it or not, I don't know, but it really did rub me the wrong way. And I think people should keep their opinions to themselves, because I was proud of that deer. I was very proud of that deer. He asked me, he left a comment, and he said, "Why would you shoot that deer?" Well, let me tell you why I shot that deer. I shot that deer because whenever I was sitting in the stand and he walked up on me and I seen he was a legal buck. Number one, he was a legal buck. Number two, I posted pictures with my kids holding that deer up, and the excitement on their face whenever their father brought that deer home. That excitement is number two. I was excited. The kids were excited. We were all excited that I harvested that deer. Was he the biggest deer on the place? Absolutely not. But that was the deer that I seen. That was the deer that got me excited. And so that was the deer that I harvested. Number three, and probably the most important thing, because I eat that deer. I eat on him every day. Or not every day, but, quite a bit. I eat on that deer. He's fed us. He's fed my large family. That's why I harvested that deer. I'm not sponsored by any big name company out there where I have to go out and harvest, the smallest deer, 160 inches. I'm not sponsored. I don't have to do that. Do I want to harvest big bucks? Absolutely. Who doesn't? But after harvesting the big 10 point that I harvested last year, yes, now I'm more picky, because now I have harvested a bigger deer. So now I'm more picky in what I'm going to shoot. If I seen a 3.5-year-old 6 point walk in there, yeah, I'm probably going to harvest him. Why? Because he's probably at his full potential. He might gain a little mass and a little bit of height, but he might just be a 3.5-year-old 6 point. That's all he's ever going to be. So now I'm learning, and a lot more. I know that there's, like I said, bigger bucks out there. I was showing that picture to my buddy of that 7 point that I call Lucky. I was showing him a picture of him the day that I got it, and excuse me. And he said, yeah. He said, "There's you a buck." And he said, "But there's a lot bigger ones than that out here." Well, I know that. And I was like, well, I said, if he's 3.5 years old, he's probably not going to get any better. He's probably just going to be a 3.5-year-old. But then after talking to, like I said, a few people, and we all came to the same agreement that deer's only 2.5, I have decided to let him walk. As bad as it's going to pain me, because growing up, all I've had to hunt on was public land, and it was one of those deals that, if you wanted to shoot a deer and you wanted to eat a deer, you better shoot a deer. So that's how I grew up hunting. And now I got private land that I can hunt on. Very fortunate to have a big piece of property that I'm allowed to hunt on. And I am very appreciative. I know you're listening to this podcast, so I'm very appreciative of you letting me hunt out there and stuff, and let me do the things that I love to do. But anyway, I think I'm going to start managing, a little bit more, than I have in the past. I got a few bucks on my wall and stuff, European mounts and horns and stuff. So now it's all right. Now I want the bigger ones. So I think I'm going to start managing the herd a little bit better. And we got a lot of bucks out there. We got a few does, but we got a lot of bucks out there. So we'll be able to really do something good, I think, out there. And people say there's no big bucks in Arkansas. Well, that is false. There's no big bucks in the hills. That is false. There would be, but the thing of it is, and I'm guilty of it myself, you see something that's a legal deer, you're going to take it. Where I live, you see something that's legal, you're going to take it. Because it excites you. And a lot of, we've probably got about 90% of us that eats what we harvest, and there's some people that just hunt for the horns. I eat what I harvest. My family eats what I harvest. This year I have a meat grinder, and we are allowed 2 bucks and 3 does. So we're going to have a lot of ground meat this year. We had that meat shortage a few months ago, and we're not going to worry about that no more. Every deer that I harvest, I'll keep the back straps and I'll keep the tenderloins, but the rest of it is going to go into ground meat. And we will eat very well. Chili, tacos, hamburger helper, I should say deer burger helper, anything. I'm even going to make pre-made patties out of them. And whenever we go to grill and we want to, eat a burger or something like that, I'm just going to pull that deer meat out. I'm going to set it on the grill. So we're going to eat very well, this coming year and years after this now. But I'm going to do a little bit better job myself and see if we can get some bigger bucks in there. Check the camera, like I said, this past Wednesday. I had just a 2 bucks on there, and then I went and refreshed the feed yesterday and got another memory card. So I just pulled that other card, stuck the other one in there, and got it formatted, and then came back out and was checking the camera, and I had the same 2 bucks on there. So I'm probably going to go back out until maybe Tuesday right after work or Wednesday even, and then I'll go back out there and check the camera again. And so I'm just gotta keep it going, and I'm gonna go back out on Friday, pull the card one more time, refresh the stand side, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. I think I'm gonna get up early tomorrow before I clean the house, help my wife clean the house. I want to do a deep clean because from here on out, I'm gonna be hunting on the weekends, in the mornings and evenings, and so I need to do a better job in helping my wife around the house before the season hits, so I can hunt and make some good videos. Anyway, that was just based off my opinion, and stuff that I'm going to start doing better, and I think it's going to be bringing better content to my channel, and I think y'all is going to be real happy with this channel. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. Share the vlogs, share the podcasts, and I'm thinking about, instead of the soapbox being videoed, I'm thinking about just talking in the microphone and just giving soapboxes like that. So I know this is the second podcast in a row, but I have fun doing these podcasts. They're a lot of fun. So if you want me to do the soapboxes again, hit that like button. If you want them on the microphone, comment. And if you don't, you think I need to put it on the videos, comment if I need to put it on video or if I need to do it on the mic. How about that? So that's going to be it. Don't forget about Spring River Teas, Car Doctor 2, and Judd's Taxidermy. Give them a holler. Links are in the description box below. 1 week away, folks. 1 week away. and I'm going to be up in the tree doing some filming for Triple TV, and I'll be running 2 vlogs a week in a podcast. So that's 3 sources of entertainment right there for you. Free entertainment. All you got to pay is your cell phone bill or internet bill, however you're watching it. So anyway, y'all take care, and I'll see you next week. I think I'm going to do one more vlog before hunting season starts, and I'm going to do one more podcast before hunting season starts. And the podcast will be a special one, and I think that the vlog is going to be pretty good too. So anyway, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. As soon as I hit 100 subscribers, I'm giving away a free Triple TV hat of your choice, whether you want the fitted hat, the snapback hat, or the camouflage hat. I will be giving one away in 73 more subscribers. We're about there. Let's get it. And then at 250 subscribers, I'll be giving away a prize pack. And me and a buddy of mine, I ain't going to name any names, but me and a buddy of mine are talking about a huge, huge giveaway at 10,000 subscribers. Uh, Probably one of the, I'm not giving away a vehicle or a boat or anything like that, but this is something that as an outdoorsman, you'll want to do. So I guarantee you'll enjoy it. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it's going to be a fun time. So y'all take care, and I'll see you on the next one.